to get there as well, because had he not done so, Saudi was waiting. Danny Tarma to take this corner. Morocco, 7.5 minutes into the second half, having to defend whilst trying to chase down a 1-0 deficit. And it comes, that's a good delivery, 2-0. Cracking header. And suddenly the Egyptians are in complete control. Ahmed Beshir scores his first goal in the tournament, and Egypt are 2-0 up. When they flex their muscles, Egypt, as they did in the quarter-final against Côte d'Ivoire, they can be devastating, but they just haven't done it enough in this tournament. But that was an exemplary ball in from Danny Tarma, who is good at that sort of situation. And he puts it on a plate for Ahmed Beshir, who reacted quicker than any red-shirted defender. He came, he made the run, he glanced, and Morocco didn't have an answer to it. I'm not sure what part of the anatomy that hits, but Youssef went in there, flicked it. It brushed off of Ahmed Beshir, and Beshir takes all the adulation. But it was a temptation of a cross from Danny Tarma. Referee is likely to check this one on the screen. He's just speaking to the fourth official on the touchline, and it's going to be a VS check. If you've not been watching too much AFCON action in this tournament, the Under-17 tournament here, both teams have 2 VAR calls. It's called FVS rather than VAR, by the way. And there is no VAR official. It's all by the referee and the fourth official. Both teams get 2 calls, but big moments like that are double-checked on the FVS, and there's no problem, says the Burundi referee, Rodriga Bigirimana, who is the fourth official today. The referee here is Abdul Salam Kasim from Nigeria, and well, Morocco find themselves behind. That was the flick, and 19. Bazoufi is coming off to be replaced by a player that scored 2 goals. Another player that's chasing the golden boot, Moustache. Well, seems to strike the hand, doesn't it? That's why the goal was ruled out, and it's a lifeline. Another goalkeeping change. Harouch will be replaced. Figueroa's off, and Moustache on. Just having another look at that penalty. Tari off, Azaki on. So it's 4 changes now from Morocco, 2 so far from the Egyptians, who lead here still by 1-0. That goal by Beshir ruled out by VAR, by FVS, however you want to call it. It's a Bit of good news, really, for Morocco. They could have been 2-0 down. It seems to somehow brush off of a hand there, didn't it? Pretty obvious. TotalEnergies AFCON Under-17 tournament, the penultimate match in this tournament. We played 12.5 minutes in the second half, and Egypt could have been 2-0 up had it not been for the handball decision, but made by the FVS, so it's still 1-0. Coming up to the hour mark, and after such a lively start of the game, Morocco have gone a bit flat here. They've made those changes to try and get themselves back in it. Interesting way to cut it out there from Zimbi, but the damage could still be done here by Morocco. Bentaleb. Wide by Amamil. Zimbi. Not caught in possession, though. Rabaza. Interesting ball in. Oh, it just had enough on it from the touch from Adel. And Mohamed Abad, the goalkeeper, was able to push it away. Shot comes in. Suddenly, Morocco have come to life. Mohamed Abad with the save. He's injured himself in the process there, the goalkeeper. It's a ferocious hit. Took him by surprise. It was a great strike by El Ayoud. This was the delivery into the box, and look, that touch by the defender was all important. It's a great ball, great delivery from Adidi. Good defending by Adel, who's had an excellent game at the back alongside Tamer. Really was a tempting cross by Adidi. We're hitting the hour mark, and the injury to the goalkeeper means a break in play. Speaking earlier about the rules coming out for the forthcoming FIFA World Cup, and when this happens, players are going to be banned from coming over to the technical areas. They'll still have the hydration breaks, though, so effectively games will be in quarters. This is an 8 o'clock kickoff. It's a cooler night tonight. There is no hydration break for this third place match. Corner for Morocco, sniffing out an equaliser. In comes the corner. It's a poor corner. Traded a corner in and got themselves a throw-in midway inside the Moroccan half. I'd rather hope for a better card than that. Veliliez goes all the way back to his goalkeeper, Harouche. We have played 61 minutes, and Harouche goes long, very long, in fact. And that bounce could be elusive. This is Adidi, hangs it in, there's no one there. A late arrival at the back post is Zaki. Rabaza puts the pressure on, and indeed he got the last touch from the clearance by Gamal. Strong defending by Amamil. They've come to life in the past 5 minutes or so of Morocco. It's long overdue as well. That's better. That's good play from Veliliez. Zimbi might go for the return. He does. He's got time here. Zimbi wins a corner. Good defending by Yassin Tamer once again. Suddenly, Morocco have woken up. They've smelt the coffee, and they've realised that they've got less than half an hour to retrieve something from this game that they're trailing by a goal to nil. It's a ferocious strike in, and it's away by Gamal. Back out wide again by Velilius. Hadidi, another teasing, tempting cross. It's nodded down, it's steered towards goal, but there was a lack of power in the effort from Rabaza. Was it Rabaza? It was Zimbi, in fact. Good delivery in. Yeah, it was Zimbi just slipping as he hooked it in towards the goalkeeper, who got down and made a comfortable save. Egypt came out of Group A in this competition. They're in Group A in the World Cup, by the way. Hosts Qatar, Panama and Greece. They play like they can play, like they did against Ivory Coast, like they have in stages tonight. They could quite easily negotiate that group. Remember, third place, a lot of third place teams will go through to the round of 32. Only 16 teams at the 48 will be eliminated from the group stages, so a lot of third place groups will go through. And Egypt will fancy themselves in that group. Morocco up against Spain, China and Fiji. A lot of unknown talent there. Here come Egypt. That's a lovely reverse pass. And then the shot is saved. It was hit by Saudi. It was a lovely bit of play by Tama. He's got that magic in his locker. Danny Tama is just that little bit cleverer than most players in this tournament. Danny Tama, he's got that creative streak about him that he can just do things like that. A reverse pass that opens up a defence. Tama was really unlucky, and then Serdi forcing a save from Harouche. Morocco throw. Referee is just having a listen to his earpiece. I think something's been spoken by the fourth official, but it's not come to anything. It's not amounted to anything. The long punt. Careful of the bounce. It's a different goalkeeper now, Harouche, than the one, Yakubi, that was lobbed in the first half. For a moment there, I thought he might have fallen foul of the same act. A long punt downfield this time rather than the cross from wide on the right. It's a great run. He's gone all the way to the edge of the penalty area, Velilius, but then run out of steam. Bentaleb. This is Zimbi. Bentaleb once more. Nanaki through from Bentaleb once more. Velilius working their way forward, and it's a smashing turn, and that's a great turn. Oh, that would have been quite something. There was something magical about the skills leading to that chance for Ismail Eliud. Sadly for him, the finish didn't match this turn or this turn. He went with the outside of the right foot. Didn't quite get that execution correct. In fact, he's got it nowhere near correct. It was closer to the corner flag than the far post is where it was intended. Much, much better from Morocco, starting to up the ante here. They're sitting back a little bit deeper, Egypt. They've got to be careful. Thrashed away by Gamal. Bouncing around out there. Alayard can't bring it down. And that's an interesting ball. Again, it's Rabaza. It's Tama, rather. Close to the midway point in the second half. Still, Egypt lead by a goal to nil. Mustache couldn't quite be found there. There they go again. It's a low drive. The goalkeeper makes the save. The follow-up. Oh, that's a tremendous stop Well, I tell you what, that was a top quality save to keep up the follow-up for Moustache. Mohamed Al-Bayed will take the credit, and he's congratulated by his defenders, and this is why. First shot from Rabaza, spilt slightly by the goalkeeper. We don't get to see the rebound, which he prevented from going in at the near post. Good save, though. Maybe we are going to see it now. Rabaza's shot through a crowd, low and hard, stopped by the goalkeeper. And again, we're not going to see the rebound. Rabaza with the corner. Halfway through this second half, 3/4 of the way through the game. Up to the byline is Ilaki, and he wins a corner. Tremendous save at the near post, though, from Mohamed Al-Bayed to keep Egypt in front. It's another goalkeeping injury, which has become a fashion statement in football, hasn't it? His own man there with the drive, did VLS. Red shirts aplenty in that final third, but they could get ripped open on the counter-attack here. Here come Egypt. This is where they are at their most dangerous. Down the left with Amir. Bashir. Second goal was disallowed. Bashir. First goal was all right, though. This man scored it. Diesel. Bashir. Tama's cross could be interesting. Goalkeeper is challenged, and the referee is given a free kick in favour of the goalkeeper, but he come flying out there, and there were claims for a penalty from the Egyptians. Dangerous ball in again there by Danny Tama. This is a quality chip in. Well, he just about did enough, didn't he, Harouche?
There were two players, but the player that went was not in an offside position. Yeah. I will say dealing.
Well, it's not the goalkeeper down injured this time.
Yeah.
It's the striker. And the referee has been prompted by the Egyptian bench to come and have a look as to whether that was a penalty or not. I don't think it was. I think he got enough of the ball, but we might get a second look here. In the meantime, we are going to see Avona come on in a minute for Egypt. That substitution to one side. This is where the ball is played in. First and foremost, he's onside. You see there, the goalkeeper has got ball as opposed to player, or certainly ball first as opposed to player. And that's a goalkeeper's prerogative. I'll be amazed if the referee overturns his initial on-field decision. Is there anything conclusive in that? Most certainly not. And he's checking every aspect of it, as you would expect, but I don't think this VS decision will overturn anything. Let's see if we can hear him. Well, I can lip read. I couldn't hear it, but I can definitely see no penalty. Correct decision. And on comes Ivona. He is going to replace Amir. Amir Chitos comes off. And on comes Ivona. He's been in and out of the side throughout this tournament as Zavona. And here come Morocco quickly down the right-hand side. It's a pull back and then a shot straight at the goalkeeper from Moustache, who's had a couple of sightings of goal. He's got those 2 goals. If he scores here tonight, he draws level with the Tanzanian midfielder Dismas, who's got 3 goals and currently tops the leading scorers, clearly on his own. Couldn't find a way through there. 17 minutes to go. It's a free kick, a little bit of a tangle, a little bit of afters. Morocco keen to turn defence into attack very quickly. Both central defenders, Tamer and Adel with headers. Beshir. That's very neatly done. Beshir and Tamer. Danny Tamer again. Danny's done well. And that's Youssef who brings in Gamal. Youssef again. This is Gamal. Mohamed Gamal. Looking for the cross. In comes that cross. Headed back across again. I think the ball has gone out of play from the initial cross, or was it a push by Danny Tamer, whose strong point is probably not heading. Either way, it's a free kick that's been given. I think it was a push by Tamer. 16 minutes to go. Remember, equalising goal. Would take this game to penalties. Frightening prospect, really, for both these sides who have had heartache from a penalty shootout. It's probably the last thing either of them want to see. At this moment in time, Morocco would probably take that over losing 1-0. Free kick to Morocco. Foul was on Moustache, who's certainly been lively since he's come off. He's put himself about. He's added a dimension to Morocco going forward. They're not going to take this free kick while there's a man down. 15 minutes to go. Quick reminder, tomorrow night, there's this match going on. I'm sure you've heard about it. It's the final of the CAF Under-17 AFCON 2026. It's quite some game. The surprise package, Tanzania against the favourites, Senegal. It is going to be quite some match. Senegal won the AFCON in controversial circumstances, and we all know the subplot of their meeting with Morocco in the senior competition 6 months ago. Well, Senegal are back, same stadium. What will the outcome be? Tanzania, breath of fresh air they've been, haven't they? Wonderful, big, strong side. They're not going to be easy. It's going to be a great game tomorrow night. Tanzania against Senegal. Strap yourself in. Join us right here, because it is going to be a cracking match. Put the word out. It's a game that you don't want to miss. At this time of year, when there's not too much football to watch, that is a game you need to be watching. Now, there's a free kick here. Adidi's got his name all over it. And he can deliver a mean cross. And that's not bad. Good header away. On the volley from Ismail El Ayoud. And it dipped wide. Just a little over 13 minutes to go. Bizarre goal from Mohamed Salam Diesel at the moment. Could well be the winner. If you haven't seen it, well, he got the ball on the right, he went to cross, he slipped, and it went flying over the goalkeeper and in. That's about the long and short of it. That's a short form. Morocco have had their chances in this game. Of that, you could be absolutely certain. Bentaleb's given the ball away. Plays in Europe, does Bentaleb for Ajax Amsterdam. Hasn't actually played in the first team in the Eredivisie. He's had a couple of appearances on the bench in the cup competitions, including Europe. Mohamed Salam Diza. Long punt forward by Alahud. Just 12 on the clock remaining. Time is beginning to run out for Morocco. They've actually played quite well tonight, Morocco, especially early on, and then when they got going after a sluggish start to the second half, but they found themselves piling bodies forward, and this is where Egypt are at their very best. It's where they picked off Côte d'Ivoire in the quarter-final. The Ivory Coast were thrashed 4-1, and it's devastating display from Egypt. Moustache. He goes again. Moustache gets the cross in. Great defending. Away from Adel. Great block by Tamir. Morocco getting to play Spain is going to be a massive experience for them in the World Cup. Both these squads going to Qatar and competing in the pinnacle of their careers, every one of them. Round of 32 has to be the minimum requirement for both these sides, who have more than capable players to shine in the World Cup. We've seen that tonight. There are some exciting individuals on both these teams. Is there one piece of brilliance that will bring Morocco back into this game? Cross comes in. Gamal clears. Amemo. Zimbi. Good ball. Cut out though. It's gone for a throw. Coming into this game, there were 3 players in the squad for Morocco, for Egypt rather, that hadn't played a game or any time on the pitch. 2 of them were goalkeepers, so they've rectified that today with both those coming on. There's a low drive and just wide by Ismail Alaoud, the captain. The only player not to have played any minutes so far is the number 25, Yahya Abdel Maguid. If we'll see him in the final stages. He's got Cheetos on his shirt, and he will be the only player that doesn't play if he doesn't come on. For the Moroccans, they've got Harouch, Kadroy, Wael and Ibrahim Fake. 4 players that haven't played any part in the tournament so far, but they haven't flexed their muscles and utilised the depth of the squads, these 2, for this one. They've gone strong. Finishing 3rd is important. That was an interesting one. The goalkeeper took it at the second time of asking, but it was a almighty punt downfield from Mohamed Al-Bad. Zimbi. And Memo. This is Alaki, Adam Alaki. To the midfield, Bentaleb of Ajax gets it wide to the right-hand side. Barza has been quiet again in this second half, the Chelsea man. It's a smart ball out wide now. Zimbi cuts inside, he's done well. Zimbi, is he going to have a go himself? Well, he's hit the target, but it wasn't that powerful, and it was an easy save from Mohamed Abad. Done the hard bit ever so well. Not saying that shot was by any means easy, but he had options. Can't blame him for having a go, but you'd have liked to see some more power in the shot. He was on his weaker foot. The 8th game on this pitch 8 tonight, and looks like Egypt might be taking revenge. Longmani is the player to come on. Throwing on another striker. Baza of Chelsea has gone off as a result of Lugmani coming on. That's a great ball. Again, top defending. Almost immediately brought into the action, Lugmani. Plays for Anderlecht in Belgium. One of a number of players out there for both these sides that play their football at top clubs in Europe. It's underlining the talent that is on show. There have been a few club scouts lurking around throughout this tournament, watching the action. We've certainly seen some very talented players on show. Ball deemed to have gone out of play on this near side, is it? Yeah. He's not very happy about that, Lima Thiago. The goal scorer, the only goal, Mohamed Salam Diesel there. Couldn't keep the ball in play. This is what happened. He's given the free kick. He didn't. Got a yellow card as well. Mohamed Salam Diesel. That's the first yellow card of the game. He's got the only goal. And now he's got the only yellow card. Mohamed Salam Diesel. They have been restricted to a lot of distant shots. And they got just a little over 4 minutes plus injury time, Morocco, to salvage something here. Bentaleb. Oh, that's great play. And towards the penalty area and snatched at. Agonising. And wide from Veliliez. Well, remember, they scored in the 100th minute to take their semi-final with Senegal to penalties. That was a penalty kick. They are a team that know how to leave it late. And here comes Cheetos, the last member of the squad to get some game time. Player that doesn't turn 17. It doesn't turn 18 until the summer, so he's actually one of the older players in the squad. He comes on. So what Egypt have managed to do is utilise every single player in their squad. Means that Adam Youssef has dropped into the back line as Yasin Tamer has gone off. Both teams have defended pretty well for the most part. Not that the game has been without chances. A yellow card has been shown to Cheetos. He didn't just come on. Last player in the Egypt squad to get any game time. He gets about 5. He gets a yellow card. Forward by Cheetos, who's in that left back position, but they still keep it alive. Zimbi. Throw it. It's with Vareljes. Azaki. Drive forward towards the edge of the penalty area. He's still going here, is Vareljes. And now Egypt can counter. 3 against 3. 4 against 3. Well, it's been slowed down slightly on the far side by Avona. Well, we've got a minute to go. You don't blame them for slowing it down, but they could have caused a whole lot of damage there if they'd have carried on. And then down goes Bashir.
Stretcher's coming in now.
Not sure anything happened there. We'll maybe get to see a replay. But he's gone down holding his left shin. As the Ceramica player whose goal was ruled out by VAR. Oh, suddenly he's okay to get up. I think that's going to end up as a yellow card.
Number 8 Egypt. Number 8 Egypt.
Referee not impressed by the fact that he stayed down for as long as possible, and as soon as the stretcher arrived, he sprung to his feet. 7 minutes of added toll, 6 minutes of added toll, 7. Well, it's been adjusted. It was 6. That altercation just now with the injury has pushed it up to 7. So the board was rapidly changed to 7, but the card went in as 6. Hence the confusion. It is 7. Vareljes. A memo. Vareljes again. Plays in Spain for Alaves. There's Vareljes. Strong run going forward there for Mohamed Salam Diza. Sniffing out another goal. Here come Morocco down the right. Azaki wins a throw. Played the first of the 7 minutes. Cleared into touch by Mohamed Gamal. Emil. Well, that has been the source of frustration for the home crowd, is that those shots have been all too often. And not too often have they been on target with power. And Lucky with the shot that was way off target. Game took 85 minutes to get a yellow card. Now we've got 3. And they've all gone to Egyptian players. And that's a good ball out wide. Can they utilise this breakaway? So, goalkeeper came a long way out and nearly come to Avona after good play by Cheetos down the right-hand side. Long punt from Abad. Happy to put that one straight through to his opposite number. Oh, it's gone all the way through. The goalkeeper will clear it. Not the greatest of clearances from Abad. He was fortunate, and it filtered through to Adam Youssef, who scooped it away. Villiers. Nice play again by Zimbe. For a tall player, he's got a grace about him, Zimbe. It's going to be a free kick to Morocco. The foul by Chitos, who needs to tread carefully. He's on a yellow card. If he was to get sent off, he'd be sent off having played 5 minutes of football at this competition, having not played prior to today. Hadidi. We know that he has a very capable right foot. Delivery's usually pretty good with him. It's away from the goalkeeper, who does stretch to make the punch. Gamal. Dispossessed though. Deflected cross, it bounces through. Calm as you like from Mohamed Salam Diesel, back to his goalkeeper. Well, the goal scorer oozing in confidence there to show the presence of mind to just chest it back to his goalkeeper. The cross took a deflection. That looped up in the air. It could have been a problem. Long ball forward. Egypt trying to get on the front foot. That's the best way of defending, isn't it, really? Get the ball into your opposition half. Well, Morocco have 2.5 minutes to find an equaliser to take this game to penalties. Trying to cut through the inside. And it's going to be a free kick. Foul on Villiers. And it's going to be a VAR check going on here. And a yellow card for the Egyptian coach, Hassan Abdel Latif. He just needs to keep it quiet, because if he carries on, he'll get a red. Especially with the fourth official and the referee in close proximity, along with the assistant referee down there on that touchline. Chitos was yellow carded a minute after coming on. This is the penalty shout. I think this is one of those in hope more than expectation. Is there anything clear and obvious there that will prompt the referee to overturn his on-field decision? It's the right leg of the white shirted number 6, a defender. Is there any obvious swing in that leg to take down the man, or was there... There's a little bit of a swing there. This is very subjective, this one. The more you look at it, the more you think, maybe there's something in there. You've got to try and add up all the permutations. So as it drops out of the sky here, doesn't look like he makes a big swing for the ball until after the player starts to drop to the ground, suggesting that there is no foul. Well, they got themselves a penalty in the 100th minute to take the semi-final to penalties. Are they about to get a penalty here? Well, it wasn't even an on-field decision, by the way, from the referee. He didn't give a penalty. It wasn't VAR's decision. It was not the fourth official's decision. It was the FVS call, second of the game from Egypt. From Morocco, rather. We're Gonna look at it from a different angle. They've got a bit of zoom. I'm not sure. I'm not sure there's enough in that. I don't think there's enough contact from the defender. That angle appears to work in the favour of the defender's defence. The referee's made his decision and he's taken an awful long time about it. I think that's the right decision. No contact, he says. Well, we've now played 8 minutes of stoppage time, and there's only 7 were added on. And that one took about 3 minutes. Cheetos. So Egypt hanging on to that slender 1-0 lead, as they have done since the 32nd minute of this game. They've played over an hour now with the lead in their back pocket. Well, that's an interesting ball between two defenders, but he didn't quite read it. El Ayed. Nine minutes. Remember, in the 10th minute of stoppage time in the semi-final, Morocco got a penalty. Don't write them off just yet, but they're going to need to get themselves sorted and get forward quickly here, because time is fast running out. We've played at 2.5 minutes over the 7. I reckon there's got to be at least another minute to squeeze out of this, if not more. Free kick to Egypt. I doubt very much that Harouche is going to try and hurry up with this free kick. Mohamed Harouche. Just what Egypt want, a corner. Well, it's a Moroccan player that puts it down for the corner to try and speed things up. I don't think you're going to be able to speed Egypt up in a hurry here. Over 100 minutes of football played. Morocco 0, Egypt 1. It looks like Egypt are going to take 3rd spot. The only way that can change is if Morocco break away from this corner very quickly and score. I have a feeling this is going to be a short corner, don't you? Cheetos is there. Youssef is there. In comes the cross. It's a well-worked corner in the end. Comes back out. There's room here on the far post. Could this be number 2? Simple as that. And Egypt score a 2nd goal deep into stoppage time. And the game is theirs. It's won. Well, I tell you what, not many teams would have been quite so progressive with a corner in the 11th minute of stoppage time when you're 1-0 up. But it was a well-worked corner and a great ball in. And there to finish at the far post. It's a great finish as well. And as the ball comes in, the player that scores the goal is onside. It's well taken by Beshir. Quality ball to feed it into the box from Safwa. And there is that final whistle. Well, Ahmed Bashir had an earlier goal ruled out by VAR, but Egypt do take third place. They have beaten Morocco here by 2-0. A bizarre freak goal from Mohamed Salam Diesel in the 32nd minute, looked like being the match winner, and then 12 minutes into stoppage time, a second goal in the game from Ahmed Bashir after he'd had an earlier one ruled out by the FVS. And although Morocco had lots of the ball, lots of opportunities, and they played for the largest part quite well, they just couldn't prize anything out of Egypt tonight. Egypt finishing the tournament strong. Both these sides will be looking now to build on this tournament experience for the World Cup in November. Some great games coming up there. There's a great game tomorrow night, by the way. It's the final. It's right here, and it's Tanzania against Senegal. But this one has gone the way of Egypt. Morocco 0, Egypt 2, and Egypt finished third in the CAF Under-17 AFCON for 2026.
يلا 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 يتصور بس يتصور يلا دقيقة رجعوا ارجع لورا ورا عبيد انترفيو جو قول لي مبروك تأهل مبروك الله يبارك في حضرتك. احنا بنحمد ربنا ونشكره، احنا تعبنا كتير، كنا نستحق المركز الاول بس ربنا ما وفقناش الماتش اللي فات، والحمد لله